Today in Being Prepared, even if you don't own a home, you still have valuable assets. And if you're a renter, you shouldn't assume that you're covered under your landlord's insurance. Sean talked to our friends at Trusted Choice to find out what's covered. Take a look.
If you rent an apartment or condo, you might think that your landlord's insurance policy covers your personal property, but does it? This is especially important when the average renter has over $20,000 worth of personal property inside their home. Can you afford to replace it all? Taylor Cook is from Barton Insurance, and she's here to explain it all for us. Thank you so much for joining us, Taylor.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we shouldn't just assume that a landlord's insurance policy covers us. What does a renter's policy cover?
A renter's policy is a form of a homeowner's policy for people that don't own a home. The renter's policy covers your personal property from losses against named perils anywhere in the world. Not only does it cover your personal property, but it also covers medical payments if somebody's hurt on your property, as well as liability protection if you're sued from a negligent act.
Excellent.
So a renter should definitely go out and look into getting a renter's policy.
Now, what about condo? Do you have to look into the same policy as a condo owner?
Yes, you should definitely get a condo policy if you are a condo owner. It's a lot like a renter's policy. It covers your personal property as well as liability protection, but it also gives you coverage for the dwelling itself. You should check with your condo association and check the bylaws to see what you're responsible for. In most condo units today, you're responsible from the studs in, which includes your flooring, your cabinets, countertops, and fixtures.
Excellent. This, I can imagine, be a little bit of a gray area. In-law apartments. What's covered with an in-law apartment? Should they have a separate policy? You tell me.
In-law apartments are kind of tricky as to what is covered and what is not covered under a homeowner's policy. In most cases, we suggest that you get a renter's policy as well. It depends on what insurance company you ask and how the in-law apartment is defined. If you have a separate entrance and you pay your own utilities, then it's usually considered to be an additional living unit. In that case, the house is a two-family dwelling. So the structure itself is covered under the homeowner's policy, but the contents aren't. So again, you should get a renter's policy to cover your contents.
Excellent. Now to the one big thing that I love. Discounts. So you have a renter's policy or a condo policy, you add it with your auto policy. What kind of discounts are available?
If your company writes both home and auto, some companies will put the discount on both the policies. Other companies will put it just on the auto policy. Discounts can range from 5 to 15%, which could save you a few $100s.
All right, Taylor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If you want more insurance tips, you can always visit our website. That website is foxprovidence.com.
Still